he created a ruckus, right? Not real bombs, but the bombs that came out of his mouth, right? In a very, very progressive way, in a very liberal way, in a very Chicano way, to confront, right? To understand that we're not taking this anymore, and to challenge the status quo. Those were Alfredo's bombs, and he taught a lot of us to do the same.
Lawyer and migrant rights advocate Danny Ortega was one of countless disciples of Alfredo Gutierrez, who died this past week at the age of 79. Once labeled a radical bomb thrower, Gutierrez influenced generations of Latinos. After his election to the legislature at the age of 27, Gutierrez played a central role in creating Arizona's Medicaid program, as well as other landmark legislation. Danny Ortega recalls how he met his lifelong friend and ally as a high school student more than 50 years ago, and how that changed his life.
So we say to our community once again, do not lose hope.
For decades, Danny Ortega has been a leading defender of Latino civil rights in Arizona and nationally.
It gave me a purpose beyond myself.
Ortega credits Alfredo Gutierrez with pointing him in that direction as a high school student.
But for the likes of Alfredo and the people that he surrounded himself, I don't think I would have made that turn.
Gutierrez was a fierce advocate, organizer, and deal-making state lawmaker, all by the time he turned 30. Friends say he was still organizing until the day he died.
Alfredo was the thinker, the leader, and the motivator.
Urging Latinos like Ortega to get ahead with education was a through line in Gutierrez's life.
I was a successful student. I was very involved in the politics of the high school, and I ran cross country. I mean, I did all the things achievers did, and then I ran into these guys, right?
Ortega was a straight arrow student at the old Phoenix Union High School. Then he met Gutierrez and fellow Arizona State University students who had a message.
I really wasn't sure what I was getting into. All I knew is that they were very proud Mexican Americans, that they were all in college.
They were urging Ortega to go to college and not into a vocational field where Latino students were being steered.
I started to ask questions because of my experience, that they herded me into a vocational program.
Alfredo Gutierrez's belief in education never waned. He returned to ASU last year at the age of 78 to complete his degree.
It was such an exciting place to be. And frankly, that's one of the reasons old people should come here, because young people are so exciting. There's so much knowledge.
All these years later, Gutierrez's message still sticks with Ortega.
Believe in yourself. Strive for change. Don't get caught in the status quo. Challenge anything that you seem unjust.
Alfredo Gutierrez told his story in the 2013 memoir, To Sin Against Hope. It's a personal story that opens with the deportation of his father, an American citizen from their Arizona mining town. And it weaves the nation's failed immigration policy through a very compelling narrative. A memorial service for Alfredo Gutierrez is expected to be held sometime in the fall.